I imagine that many of you can understand that there's a lot for me to process after what has just happened today. But I would like to say that I'm enormously grateful to the jury for having taken the time to examine all of the evidence and all of the facts carefully before they reach their decision. And I am humbled by the outcome today. I also want to thank the staff inside this courthouse, the security, and all those who took care of us every single day, my legal team, Evan Lowenstein and Lucy, for being here every day. And that's all I have to say for the moment. Thank you very much.
Kevin Spacey, movie star, A-lister, being cleared of all counts of sexual assaults against 4 young men. These assaults are said to have been carried out from 2001 to 2013 in the UK while he was working here. He was artistic director at the Old Vic. As people will know, back in 2017 he was accused by Anthony Rapp, an actor in New York, of abusing him as part of the Me Too movement. And from that there have been a number of different cases. There have been 2 criminal cases in the US, and here today in the UK at London Southwark Crown Court he faced Judgment Day, really, which was these 4 allegations made by 4 men. It is the last criminal case that he faces. No one can really tell what's going on in the jury's mind. It's impossible to predict, but there was a feeling that the prosecution hadn't quite proved their case amongst those who've been following the case. The prosecution had claimed he was a sexual bully, a predator who preyed on men, but the jury found otherwise. Spacey was very emotional, and he began crying, weeping in the dock after the verdicts were delivered. He wasn't sobbing, but he needed an usher to came over, gave him a tissue for him to dab his eyes, and there were really quite extraordinary scenes that followed. So as he walked from the dock, he hugged his legal team, and then they met up afterwards. The jury seemingly had left the court by then, but they hung around, and 5 members of the jury actually went back into the court to meet him, where Spacey shook their hands, crossed his arms in a gesture of gratitude. And I mean, I've never seen anything. I've been a crime reporter for more than 30 years, but I've never seen anything quite like that. There was definitely a connection between those jurors and Spacey, and a feeling that justice has been done. Quite where this leaves the police and the CPS, who knows? It's the latest case where a celebrity has been accused of sexual offences. Footballers, Benjamin Mendy, Ryan Giggs, those cases have collapsed, and now Kevin Spacey. One hopes that this doesn't deter genuine victims from coming forward. But on the other hand, British justice, you have to prove something beyond reasonable doubt, and the jurors quite clearly felt that it hadn't been proved against Kevin Spacey.